growing up in a predominantly white area and going to a predominantly white school makes you notice a few things. A lot of white people, and I assume it's like this throughout all of society, but a lot of white people, friends and family, people I went to school with, usually liked the Democratic Alliance from a young age, right? They weren't so much into politics, reading up about policy, ideology, history, philosophy, so forth. It's more about liking what your parents liked. And the same was true for me, growing up, like I said, in a predominantly white area. I was exposed to what it was like to know the DA as a white person, you know, seeing what they did and so forth. And in a young age, you probably, you fall for it because your parents believed it and your parents vote for them. Their parents probably at a later stage started voting for the DA. Before that, they voted for other parties, but let's not get into that. My point is, I think it's true for most of society. We tend to go with the collective, right? With what we feel comfortable with. And that tends to be what our neighbors and people closest to us feel comfortable with. And for white people, for the past 20, 30 years, that has been the Democratic Alliance. And I say so because it's a fact that the Democratic Alliance has provided for the white liberal class, the white working class, and to a large extent, the white elite, especially in grand suburbs in the Western Cape. But as you age and you try to be an objective person, as I did, I mean, I left religion at a very young age, at the age of 14, I tried to be objective and reading into history, politics, philosophy, and so forth, especially political manifestos and so forth, like I did with the DA, I noticed that what they were preaching is not what they were doing. And I thought it'd be hypocritical, to be completely honest. And even though I, might have, when I was young, saw the DA as, an inclusive party, a non-racial party, a party that only wants to unite the South African population. I did believe that because I think I was indoctrinated to believe so. I came to realize that that was not the reality. Because even though you are perfectly within your right to say and preach about non-racialism, equity, equality, and so forth, after a while, people start to notice if your actions do not align with your words. And the same was true for me. I moved away from liking the Democratic Alliance to trying to focus on improving my knowledge on politics, understanding it rather than trying to be a participant in it. Because I think before we, put our stamp down, at the end of the day, we need to know what we're voting for. And that's a problem for a lot of people. If you would